probably we all do this.
I didn't. I don't check your group that much.
Upon reaching the top of his desk, Mr. Keating announces, "I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly be looking at things in a different perspective." In the movie Dead Poet Society, Robin Williams portrays an offbeat, eccentric English teacher, one who attempts to teach prep school boys what it means to live. He encourages the boys to step outside of their comfort zones, to do things for themselves and not for others. While I believe there are a myriad of themes in the movie, I think the most important one is the importance of perspective. One I not only learned by watching the movie, but one I learned through doing scary things. Whoa. Out loud, scary things may seem a little intimidating, but I'm not exactly talking about cliff diving or going 120 miles down the highway. In this case, scary means uncomfortable. And uncomfortable can mean a lot of different things. Loud, brave, sometimes embarrassing, meeting someone new, singing a really difficult song at karaoke night. But uncomfortable can sometimes mean vulnerable, apologizing when you're wrong, or opening up to someone. All of these things have one thing in common. They open up a world of possibilities. Ones that can lead to the discovery of new interests, talents, and abilities. In the movie, this rang true for one of the main characters, Neil. After getting one of the lead roles in a local musical, Neil excitedly told all of his friends and family. However, his father was not pleased with him. He believed that his straight-A son on the path to Yale Medical School did not have any business performing in silly plays. In front of his teacher, Neil broke down over his father's sentiment. But Mr. Keating met him where he was. He said, "Neil, show him your heart, your passion, and your conviction. And if he doesn't believe you, you'll be out of school by then and can do whatever you want." At the dismay of his father, Neil went on to do the play, not for anyone else, but himself. This also rang true for me, my sophomore year. One day, I was working on a website for a research paper when I got an ad for a pre-college program. I abandoned my research paper to browse the website advertised for it. I was immediately intrigued with all the class options and pictures of classes from past summers. I decided to apply for the 2-week introductory psychology program. And while I had never left home for more than a few days without my parents, I decided to do the program. It ended up being the most fulfilling, enriching experience of my entire life. I cried when I left. I had made so many new friends, gained experience of what a college environment actually feels like, but most importantly, discovered my passion for psychology. The irony of both me and Neil's stories is that on the surface level, they may seem scary. Deliberately going against a parent's wishes, or leaving home for 2.5 weeks to go to the middle of nowhere, New York. But it took doing them, experiencing them, stepping out of our comfort zones to realize one thing. Scary things aren't actually scary. It's all about perspective. It took being embarrassed, being uncomfortable, that led to personal growth and the discovery of things that we never knew possible. Scary things are only scary if you let yourself become entangled in webs of anxiety, fear of failure, or fear of rejection. Shifting your mindset to see things as they are, loud, brave, adventurous, a really difficult karaoke song, is what leads us to do the scary things that allows us to become the best versions of ourselves possible. So, make this a habit. Every day, do one thing that scares you or to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Today, my scary thing was giving a speech to people that I've never met before. Think of what yours will be today, tomorrow, and every day. Thank you.